nobody comes in anymore. Yeah. So hey, we're back with Tom Hanks, everybody.
They can even do that over
No.
Zoom. Oh my God!
Mr. Thomas Hanks. One of the things that hit me, and this now, let's talk about Austin Butler here for a second,
please,
because this performance is
Austin Butler. Can we just hear
Austin Butler is just extraordinary. You can't say enough.
Can't say enough about Austin Butler.
Not only does he capture the voice, the speaking voice, the singing voice for much of the movie as well, the mannerisms, the dancing, deeply felt, deeply expressed emotional scenes, but the magnetism of the man and his connection with an audience. And one of the reasons why I walked out and said that's an absolutely great movie is that I kind of felt like I got an intimate look at the real Elvis for the past 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And it reminded me, his performance was so good, it reminded me that I'd forgotten that I have a little candle lit in my heart for Elvis Presley. And that there's a reason why there's all this kitsch and ironic love of him.
Yeah, he's
but
like
it's
a
not
Hershey
that.
bar now,
It's he's an absolutely magnetic, beautiful, gifted, once-in-a-lifetime
Now, I'm
performer.
slightly older than you, so I did not see the 1968 special, which became known as the comeback special.
I didn't see that either, but I did ask my mom if I could stay up late in February of 1974 and drag my bed into my brother Peter's room and put their black and white TV on some boxes to watch the Aloha concert.
That was a big one.
Which is 1.5
billion people. By the way,
that.
dreamed up by Colonel Tom Parker.
Wow.
Why would you go travel around the world when the world will tune in to see you? You don't have to do this.
Right,
So, yeah.
but the backstory on that was he couldn't travel around the world because?
Because he had no passport, and he would not have been allowed into the country. Shh. Don't, spoiler alert, thanks guys. Now who's gonna see the movie now?
Sorry.
For crying out loud.
Sorry, I'm
Can
so sorry. No.
Can you not do that?
Sorry, we can't do that.
But I will say, because of Austin's power of it, and also the basmatic of it all, from the '68 comeback special, you get a real different sort of vision of what Elvis meant to the zeitgeist, because he turned Las Vegas into a place worthy of superstars to go in there, and there's plenty of good entertainment, but Elvis being there, it was huge. I used to work for the Hilton Hotels Corporation as a bellman, and if you call me a bellboy, I'm going to crack you right in your smart mouth.
Really? How old when you were a bell
Are you kidding?
person?
I was 19, so I wasn't a bellboy at all. I was a bellman. And we had for the Oakland Hilton Hotel, actually Oakland Hilton Airport Motor Lodge, I think is what it was called. But we had a thing of who was playing at the Vegas International, and when Elvis was up there, and everybody says, "Oh wow, Elvis is in Las Vegas," we were told to say, "That's right, sir. And if you would like help making reservations, you can certainly talk to so and so at the front desk." So I'd like to think I had a little something to do with the promotion of Elvis's.
You and the Colonel.
Just like always thinking. Diabolical genius, Stephen.
Yeah. What I didn't know was that the reason why there was a comeback is that the original sort of what we think of as classic Elvis only lasted a few years.
Well, really, it only lasted from '56 to '58. Then when he came back, he was making movies.
Went into the Army.
Went into the Army, yeah, of course. He went to the Army for well over 2 years. Came back, had a fabulous special hosted by Frank Sinatra, welcoming Elvis back Elvis is back from the Army show, and that was a big thing. And that was the last time he performed in front of a live television audience. He didn't do it again until 1968, and Elvis was petrified at the idea of performing again in front of a live audience.
And there was all those movies.
Well, he made those movies, and look, there was, I actually think if we could get seriously about the movie business, the first movie he came back to was called G.I. Blues. Juliet Prowse, he sang to a little wooden puppet, "I don't have a wooden head." It was a huge popular hit because Elvis was Elvis, he sang, he was in a uniform, and it was massively huge. Then Elvis made 3 very, very good dramatic roles for 20th Century Fox. Flaming Star, Wild in the Country, and some other, I can't remember. And alas, they didn't do well. And that broke sort of like a magic mojo, because the 4 movies he made before he went to the Army were great movies. King Creole, Jailhouse Rock, they actually lived up to the promise of what he was going to do. But it was those 3 dramatic roles where he didn't sing, where he wasn't kind of like a happy-go-lucky thing, that made the audience and the movie business go like, I think Elvis needs to sing in all these songs. And look, I love Viva Las Vegas as much as anybody else and Girls, Girls, Girls. But, you know, 3 movies a year he made for 5 years. That is a back-breaking.
What's the most movies you've ever made in a year?
I made 6 movies in a year. No, I have no idea. No, please, no. Thank you.
Hank says, I beat Elvis.
But that was at a time where I was trying to get into every other Octoplex screen in the country. I was trying to do that.
Tom, lovely to see you.
Oh,
Thank
lovely.
you so much for being
Great.
here.
Thanks for having me. Thanks, everybody.
Elvis is in theaters next Friday. It's Tom Hanks, everybody. We'll be right back with a performance by Regina Spektor. Hey, by the way,